in Yaakov's journey when he's going to meet Esav. The night before, he has an actual physical battle with the angel of Esav. And when the angel of Esav sees that he cannot overpower him and is ready to leave, Yaakov says, before you leave, you must bless me. And the blessing that he gives him is that there will be a name change. From now on, you're not called Yacov anymore. But your name will be Yisrael. Yisrael, why? Because you have battled God, angel, and people, and you have prevailed over both of them. So although there is a name change, tells us the Talmud, that different than from Avram Avinu, where Avraham, who first had the name Avram and now became the name Avram, was never again called Avram, only Avram. Yet by Yaakov we do see that his name Yaakov stuck. Kept on calling him later. God refers to him throughout as Yaakov and not necessarily as Yisrael. Yet we are called Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel. So what is Yaakov and Israel representing? Really, they represent two types of serving of God, two levels in our relationship with God. And this is actually prophesied by Bilam, when in his prophetic vision he sees the journey of the Jewish people and the destiny of the Jewish people. He says the following: Lo hibid oven b'Yakov v'lo yira omal b'Yisrael. God sees no guilt in Jacob, no toil in Israel. In other words, Jacob represents the one who toils, and Israel represents the one who has achieved the entire work of toil. Omal, we also find it says, Adam la omal yivoled. A person is born to toil. So Yaakov is the Jew who is in the thick of his battle of life. A battle which is often at the heel. Because the name of Yaakov has two reasons. Yaakov is called in the Torah because when he was born, he was holding on to the heel of Esav. But Esav called him Yaakov because Akavenu ze pamayim. He was cunning. He deceived me twice. So Yaakov is at the heel, working with the heel, but how is he toiling? Through cunningness. What does that mean? Because Yaakov lives in an environment which is adverse to him. He must wage a battle with furtiveness and stealth because he's in enemy territory. He sometimes has to disguise himself as showing that he wants to participate in the world's affair, but really he wants to do it so as to bring out the light and the beauty and the godliness which is in this world. So he might be dressed in the garments of Nimrod when he received the blessings of Yitzchak, but yet the Kol Yaakov, the hands might be toiling as Esav, but the voice is Yaakov. That's that cunningness, so to say, of Yaakov. And he's doing it with his heel representing total commitment, heel representing selfless abnegation, heel which represents a complete, so to say, from toe to head involvement and toiling. Yisrael represents he has finished his task. He has reached the level, Liroish, he's at the head, he's on top. And therefore, Yaakov represents a relationship as a servant to his master, but Yisrael represents the child's relationship with his parent. And therefore, we are called Bnei Yisrael. Nevertheless, although we are called Bnei Yisrael, the temple, the result, the destiny of our mission is coming to the Beis HaMikdash. And the Beis HaMikdash is called Beis Yaakov. the house of Jacob. Why? Because it is this toil, this journey which brought us to it. It is the journey which God appreciates. Although God wants the ultimate result, the ultimate completion, but the journey itself is one that God cherishes. So we have Yacov, our task during the exile, which is also called Ikvese de Mashiach, the heel of Mashiach, because we have to do it with complete selfless commitment, even when we don't understand. And we're certainly living now in times that we don't understand, yet we continue our toil, our commitment. This will bring us to become the ultimate Yisrael and receive the ultimate home, the ultimate Beis HaMikdash. May God help us that this should happen today.